There are individuals, black, white, that have endured a lot just to set forth the idea that we all can serve in whatever capacity that we choose to do so.
As an agency, we need to know where we've been so we can talk about what's occurring in the present as well as for the future.
History is very important, especially here in Plant City. And for those officers and those families, we felt that it was just important to really memorialize and to showcase their service.
The first officer was hired in 1959. Lee Candace came on board earning approximately $59 a week. The City Commission offered to hire 2 African-American officers to patrol in the community in which they lived.
All right, after meeting Mr. Cooper while on patrol, he expressed to me that he was a former member of the Plant City Police Department, and we were able to sit down and speak a little bit about his contributions to the police department and what he was tasked to do in the times that he served. One of those things would be foot patrol. They only had 1 car assigned to the officers, the black officers that were assigned at the police department. So normally he would conduct foot patrols in the predominantly African-American communities.
I spoke with the daughter of King Solomon Gant, and she was proud of her father and how proud the family was that he served during that time period and how much of a struggle it was for him, but he was a very proud member of the police department.
Well, Bobby Miller, he was an excellent police officer. He worked very, very hard during his years in service, and he was well known throughout the community. He had a very rich reputation of trying to solve problems and issues without taking legal action. Legal action was always his last resort. He would talk to people, he would talk to youngsters, and just kind of explain the error of their ways and why he or she couldn't do certain things, and make them understand that there's other choices than to go down a path of wayward behavior or something that could lead to an arrest.
While making contact with the family of Henry Lee Perry Jr., I was able to make contact with his daughter-in-law. They were very proud of him and the pride that they felt that he had served the Plant City community.
They grew up in Plant City, they went to school in Plant City, and they knew and loved Plant City. So for them to serve and give back to their community was very important to them. Lee Candace is still remembered here at the police department. Eventually, Carlton Cooper was hired in 1965 to replace Henry Perry, and he is still remembered here at the police department. These 2 men trained, were role models, and set the pace for other officers, black and white, that came to work here at the police department.
Our main goal was to create a display that would honor the pioneers of the Plant City Police Department, the African-American pioneers, and hopefully we've done that.
I feel very, very honored to even have the opportunity to research that information, but also honored to speak to the families. Just hearing his experiences has done a lot for me, but it also gave me clarity in what it was and what it still may be in some cases to serve as a police officer.
I'm thankful to those officers that were able to endure the tough situations that they had to go through so that female officers like me, being a minority, could come through and be a proud member of a police department.
I want people to know that the Plant City Police Department has a rich tradition in policing and serving the community. We have a commitment to serving everybody, and we are proud to know that others came before us and set the tone for what we do today.